Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Monday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Christopher Collins McNeil.
And I'm Cassandra Genoa. Today is December 3rd, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
The Oswego County Sheriff's Office has reported today that the body of an elderly woman was discovered in a wooded area in the town of Oswego Monday night. Authorities say the body is that of a 97-year-old woman who wandered off over the weekend and was discovered missing on Monday.
Flu season in the U.S. is off to an earlier start in nearly a decade. Health officials said suspected flu cases have jumped in 5 southern states, and the primary strain is tending to make people sicker than other types. It's particularly hard on the elderly. The good news is that the nation seems fairly prepared. More than a third of Americans have been vaccinated, and the vaccine formulated for this year is well matched to the strains of the virus seen so far. And now we'll check out our current conditions outside with meteorologist Mike Stallman. Mike, what's it look like out there?
And good evening, Oswego. Meteorologist Mike Stallman taking a look at your weather outside. Right now there is a little bit of chill in the air. Temperatures are in the low 40s. The skies have cleared out for the moment, so that's why we have those cooler temperatures. However, that won't be the case for tonight. Temperatures are going to be actually rising overnight with some clouds, and temperatures will actually be up into the mid-50s by tomorrow morning. And we can expect that warming trend to continue through tomorrow afternoon, but there are some big changes on the way. I'll have a full look at your forecast coming up in just a little bit. Back inside.
Technology has taken a turn for the worst. Scammers are looking to cash in by offering you a fake gift card. There's a text message going around saying you've won $1,000 to Target or Best Buy. The Better Business Bureau warns it's a scam. They say it's one of the 5 scams going around right now as holiday shoppers hit the stores. The scammers usually send them to tens of thousands of random numbers, but don't be tempted to reply to the messages because you're letting the scammers know it's a working number and you're likely to get even more messages. You can call your cell phone provider to have the numbers blocked.
The Holiday History Shop is opening in Oswego this week. The shop will be open noon to 8 p.m. December 6th through December 8th at the former King Arthur's Restaurant site at West Bridge Street. The shop features items from historical sites and museums in the area. Items sold at the Holiday History Shop make great gifts, and the proceeds benefit the museums and organizations that present Oswego County history to residents and visitors. Shoppers will also be able to enjoy hot chocolate, coffee, and tea while browsing through the wide variety of items. Now let's hear from Nicole Lacey on ways to reduce stress during finals week.
Many students have been living in the library and stressing over everything. Stressful weeks are annoying, so I have 5 ways to reduce your stress so you can ace those finals. First way is to exercise. Whether it's going to the gym for an hour or just going for a walk, exercise is proven to reduce stress and to get rid of insomnia. Second is positive thinking. Stress is very tiring. If you think positive, you'll be more alert and more awake to concentrate on the work that you need to do. Third way is to listen to music. Make playlists that make you happy, relax you, anything. By listening to happy music and getting yourself into a really good mood can change everything. The fourth way is to take a nap. During crazy, stressful weeks, the last thing on everyone's mind is a nap. But sleep will help you, and it will relax you and get you ready to continue on doing your work and studying. The last way is to drink tea. Green tea is known to reduce stress and reduce stress, unlike coffee, which can increase your stress and cause you to be more emotional. So now that you know these tips, your week will be less stressful and you will be able to ace those finals. For WTOP 10, this has been Nicole Lacey. Back to the desk.
You have a little more than 3 weeks to get your holiday shopping done. Not looking forward to the crowds, the traffic, and the decorating? Who is?
But there are ways to enjoy the season without having to pull your hair out. Here's Carla Azuz with today's Health Minute.
'Tis the season to be jolly. Why are these people fighting over crock pots and MP3 players?
Most people freak out about 3 particular things during the holidays, specifically time, money, and other people.
When it comes to time, limit yourself to the festivities, both on the giving and receiving end. There's only so much eggnog you can drink.
What I would say is pick 2 or 3 things that you really, really want to do, and then reserve the other times for yourself.
If the expense of the holidays is nipping at your wallet, set a budget and stick to it. Remember, some of the best memories don't come from a store.
Experiences are usually a lot better than things, especially during the holiday season.
For some, creating the perfect holiday can bring on frustrations and unrealistic expectations. Doctors suggest during this time of year, it's a good idea to just breathe.
I always say take one weekend where you plan to do nothing but do things that you need to do for yourself.
So when Santa Claus visits this year, you'll be able to say ho 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 instead of bah humbug. For today's Health Minute, I'm Carl Azus.
Here on campus, we're having a mobile apps and education workshop. The workshop is scheduled for Wednesday, December 5th from 12:40 to 1:35. It's located in the Penfield Library here on campus. They'll be discussing mobile apps that are useful in education. The workshop is free for SUNY Oswego faculty. For more information, contact 312-2875.
Hurricane Sandy Relief Bingo will be held this Wednesday, December 5th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Sheldon Ballroom. Each bingo board will be $2 or 3 boards for $5. Prizes include an iPad, a Kindle Fire, restaurant gift cards, college swag, and more. All proceeds are donated to the Hurricane Sandy relief efforts. And now we'll hear what's going on in sports with Mark Kaplan.
Thanks, guys. As many of you know, this past weekend was Oswego's Whiteout weekend, and men's ice hockey played host to 2 separate SUNYAC opponents. On Friday night, the Lakers hosted the Potsdam Bears in a game that would end 6-0 in favor of the Lakers. Stars of the game for Oswego were first-time starter Eli Kimswallow, who scored 2 goals, and goalie Andrew Hare, who recorded his 3rd shutout of the year. On Saturday, rival Plattsburgh came to town looking to win a regular season game in Oswego for the first time since the 2008-2009 season. When all was said and done, Plattsburgh would come out victorious by the final score of 2-1. The Cardinals netted both their goals in the first period and rode the 2-goal advantage to victory. And coming up later, I'll have your full sports report, including a recap of yesterday's matchups between the Jaguars and Bills, the Suns and Knicks, and I'll also take a look at the tough decision facing Jets coach Rex Ryan.
Coming up after the break, President Obama warns Syria about using chemical weapons.
And a local high school from the Albany area goes viral after the death of 2 star athletes.
We have dry conditions for overnight, but there are some showers that are out to our west. I'll tell you how they're going to affect the weather tomorrow coming up right after the break.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Once again, Oswego, I'm meteorologist Mike Stallman. We're going to take a full look at your forecast. Right now, temperatures, we're forecasting for tonight to be in the low to mid-40s to start. However, they're going to be rising overnight into the mid-50s. Could be some showers by the morning also. Right now, we do have temperatures in the low 40s, some clear skies, light winds. It's a little chilly out, so you will need that jacket if you are heading outside. So here, I'm going to take a look at some of the weather headlines. tomorrow we're going to have a nice taste of spring. Temperatures are going to be well above average. I'm going to have a lot more on that coming right up. There will be a cold front, though, arriving Tuesday night. And for the rest of the week, it is going to remain cooler. So here we are taking a look at our WeatherTap regional radar. Right now, over our area, it's pretty dry, but you do see these showers out to our west, and those are going to be moving our way. Now, why is that the case? We have this cold front that is moving through our area. It's going to be coming in tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be giving us those showers and some possible thunderstorms as well. Right now, this is what we have to contend with. That's called our warm front. That's going to be ushering in those warmer temperatures. How much warmer is it going to be? Well, for tomorrow, temperatures are going to be 10 to 20 degrees above average. Those warm winds coming in from the south, and that's usually a good indicator of warmer temperatures. It's going to be so warm, you might think, well, what month is it? Well, average high for tomorrow is 39. I'm forecasting a high for 66 degrees. That's about 20 to 25 degrees above our average. So we could be breaking some records. Tomorrow, 62 is our record for Oswego, 68 for Syracuse. Those records are from the 1940s, so we could be breaking some records tomorrow. You'll have to keep in tune onto the news to see that. So for tomorrow, Tuesday, here's that cold front. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end, and that will be the case with our warm weather. That cold front will be pushing in with some showers, and that will be getting rid of those warm temperatures that we have for tomorrow. So we're going to time this out, 7 a.m. tomorrow. Showers off to our west, but it should be clear if you're heading out to class tomorrow morning. Here we are at 1 p.m. Those showers will be coming in closer to western New York, but looking relatively dry around our area. It's not until 7 o'clock that we have some really heavy showers that will be coming in, so keep that in mind if you're heading out tomorrow night. So for tomorrow, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. That's right, 60s. Near record warmth with showers arriving later in the day. And for tomorrow night, temperatures are going to be dropping quite a bit. Starting in the upper 40s, by Wednesday morning, they'll be in the upper 30s. So showers will be likely early. It's going to remain cloudy with some brisk winds from the northwest. And here we are with our 5-day forecast. You can see the week is going to be quite a bit colder. Wednesday and Thursday's temperatures struggling to even get out of the 30s, but there will be a slight warm up on the weekend with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s.
You know, the weather, it was just snowing last week, and now we have 66.
This is Oswego weather for you. It's always going to be changing.
So temperamental.
Now, are we going to get any more snow in the next week or just rain?
It's looking like mostly rain. I think Wednesday morning there could be rain and snow mix, but mostly I think we're going to get some rain showers because it looks like it's going to warm up once again for the weekend.
Wow.
So it's just always changing around here. There's always something interesting.
It's insane.
Always.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're going to take a look at some state news.
Governor Andrew Cuomo was in Washington this week meeting with congressional leaders and White House officials in the hopes for $42 billion in supplemental funding to aid Hurricane Sandy relief efforts. Cuomo met with Senators Schumer and Gillibrand as well as the Speaker of the House, John Boehner, during his time in Washington. The additional funds requested by New York and New Jersey will go towards repairing what Cuomo described as a widespread scope of damage throughout the coastal Northeast. We need help on this, Cuomo said. There are big, big numbers.
School leaders at Shenendehowa High School are planning a candlelight vigil Tuesday night to honor the lives of two star athletes, Chris Stewart and Deanna Rivers, the two seniors killed Saturday in a crash by a supposed drunk driver. The ceremony is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. at the high school athletic stadium. It is intended as a way for the students to show support for fellow student Matt Hardy and Bailey Wind, a Shaker High School student, who were injured when the car they were riding was hit by another vehicle. The story gained national attention when the hashtag Tebow Call Matt and Missy Call Bailey became trending topic on Twitter throughout the U.S. Recently, it has been revealed that Tim Tebow, Matt's idol, has in fact called him.
The White House on Monday dismissed a Republican counteroffer to avert the fiscal cliff as failing to meet the test of balance by resisting higher tax rates for the wealthy, a point that remains a key hurdle in overspending and revenues. The White House Director of Communications stated what Republicans had billed as a good faith effort to move forward towards compromise contained nothing new and offered no specifics on how they'd achieve revenue targets. Included in the plan, White House Press Secretary Jay Carney stated that the president is willing to compromise and he looks forward to concrete proposals from Republicans that address the question of revenue.
President Obama issues a direct warning to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad against chemical weapons. Obama has previously warned that any use of chemical weapons by Syria in its civil war would be crossing a red line that would prompt a swift U.S. response. Though the Syrian Foreign Ministry denies plans to use such weapons, U.S. officials claim Syrian forces are mixing chemical warfare agents.
North Korea has begun installing a rocket at its Sohae launch pad ahead of a planned launch this month. The North States news media say the launch is an attempt to put an observation satellite into space between December 10th and December 22nd. North Korea announced plans to launch the rocket despite concern expressed by its main ally, China. In a statement on Sunday, a Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman said that the country hoped that all relevant parties will do what benefits peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula, and that all sides will respond calmly and avoid exacerbating the situation.
The collapse of the Sasago Tunnel is being blamed on failed anchor bolts. A day after the disaster, the theory has emerged to cause the collapse, which killed 9 people who were trapped in their cars by rubble and the flames that broke out shortly after. Since the accident, 49 other tunnels of similar construction are now being inspected across Japan. The tunnel has been closed for the removal of debris, and experts are unsure how long the process could take. And when we'll come back, we have Maggie Fowler with all you need to know about local YMCA volunteer. But first, here's your late night menu.
Your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Well, now I'm Naked Cowboy, coming to a town near you. You're watching WTOP TV 10, Oswego, New York. I'm Naked Cowboy.
Last night, Lori Capricuzzi scored 2 goals on Alya Brian Love.
And Joe, get out. Adam, you're in.
Lori Korpakovsky scored 2 goals on Ilya Brizgalov. Got it!
Maggie Fowler about a volunteer at the local YMCA.
No act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. Garrison Kingston, a 19-year-old sophomore student at SUNY Oswego from Geneseo, New York, volunteers at the local YMCA located at 249 West 1st Street in Oswego. Kingston strongly believes in giving back to the community. Originally, he needed the volunteer hours for the AmeriCorps program in Mentor Scholar. However, when the program was canceled, he decided to continue volunteering just for fun, even though he did not need the hours anymore. He dedicates his time at the YMCA as a PE basketball coach every Monday for 2 to 3 hours. The team consists of 12 kids ranging from ages 3 to 5. In Kingston's words, right now we are focusing on dribbling, shooting, and passing, the basics of the game. The team does not play official competitive games. He sets up small scrimmages among the kids so they learn how the game and the rules work. The kids are great, he says, wild and crazy at times, but a lot of fun. Considering he is involved with so many additional activities on campus, including Mentor Scholar, the Sean Cassidy Improv Club, working at the library, and RAing at Scales Hall, it is not always easy for him to balance coaching with the rest of his busy schedule. With great dedication and persistence, he has never let his young team down. Kingston says it has been a very fun and rewarding experience, getting involved in his community away from home. The parents, he says, have been very wonderful and thankful. He hopes to continue coaching at the YMCA for the rest of his college career and maybe even coach for his future kids' teams. Due to Kingston's humble and dedicated spirit, he will have a great future ahead of him.
Now that's just great to hear. How long has he been doing this for?
He's only been doing it for this semester, but he really loved it, and he loves getting involved. He's just a really great guy.
I can tell he's RAing, and he does all these different things on campus as well, right?
Very proactive.
Excellent.
All
Excellent.
right. Well, thank you, Maggie.
Thank you.
A country star launches a comeback Vegas style.
Plus, why one actress cringed at the thought of cutting her hair and honoring a music legend. Elizabeth Corden has all you need to know about the entertainment world.
Country star Shania Twain is back on the stage belting it out for sold-out audiences. The singer launched her Shania Still the One show over the weekend at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. The New York Times reports Twain made a return to the stage on a motorcycle suspended in the air. Her run in Vegas includes several dozen shows over the next 2 years. Anne Hathaway is on the interview circuit promoting her new film, Les Miserables. The actress underwent a dramatic physical transformation to take on the role of Fantine, including significant weight loss. But she says dieting wasn't the hardest part. She was most upset about cutting her hair before her wedding.
I hadn't realized it, that I was going to be a bride without hair. I did have a moment where I just went, no! But it actually, I liked what I wound up being much better, and I had, like, the way my veil was designed was very different because of it, and I loved the way it looked.
You can catch Hathaway on the big screen when Les Miserables releases later this month. Carole King is now among entertainment royalty. The music icon, famous for her 1971 album Tapestry, got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame Monday, honored for her decades of contributions to the music industry.
I'm so grateful for your loyalty all these years and for your appreciation of the work.
Well, that's just a great story. I actually am really excited to see Les Mis.
Yes, love Anne Hathaway. Love Anne
play
Hathaway.
is just fantastic, so I'm really excited about it.
And now a full look at sports with Mark Kaplan.
Thanks again, guys. Now let's jump right into action here with the Jaguars coming to Ralph Wilson Stadium to play the Bills, who are looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. Let's pick up action here with about 4 minutes left in the half, and and the Jags in the red zone. That's former Dolphin Chad Henne running the bootleg in for the score and giving Jacksonville a lead. That would, however, not hold up for long, as you see Ryan Fitzpatrick tossing a touchdown to tight end Chandler Jones for the lead with less than 2 minutes in the half. Early in the third now, and there's Fitzpatrick tossing another touchdown pass, this time to Stevie Johnson. And in the fourth, that's C.J. Spiller showing off his game-breaking speed and taking the touchdown for a 44-yard score. Spiller doing a little bit of celebrating, and the Bills pull out the 38-18 victory. After last week's game against the Patriots, many thought Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez might just be on the hot seat. Yesterday proved the notion true. After throwing 3 interceptions in the first 9 passing attempts, 2 of which went to former Jet Kerry Rhodes, Sanchez was benched. Enter Greg McElroy, the Alabama product who had never so much as thrown an NFL pass. After relieving Sanchez, McElroy went on to not only throw a touchdown, but to win the ball game. Now, after declining to name a starter either of the past 2 days, Jets coach Rex Ryan is faced with the toughest decision of his career. Does he start McElroy, who proved in a short sample that he can lead the Jets? Does he hand the reins back to the struggling incumbent Mark Sanchez? Or does he allow fan favorite Tim Tebow to start the game in front of his hometown team? For now, we'll have to play the waiting game. And lastly, we'll shift to the NBA, where the Knicks look to stay undefeated in Madison Square Garden when they hosted the Suns in a Sunday matinee. While it wasn't the prettiest of games, the Knicks eventually came out victorious by the final score of 106-99. Role player Rasheed Wallace was ejected from the contest before 2 minutes of playing time. The win was led by forward Carmelo Anthony, who scored 34 points on 11 of 27 shooting. With the win, the Knicks improved to 12-4 in the season and remain undefeated in the Garden. That's it for sports. Now back over to the news desk.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news and a final look at your forecast.
But first, let's take a look at your community calendar.
Get your Smokey on. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
And here's a dive into the lighter side of news. Pope Benedict XVI, known for his hefty volumes of theology and lengthy encyclicals, has now joined the 21st century and joined Twitter. He will tweet in 8 languages starting December 12th using his personal handle @Pontifex, responding live to questions about faith during his weekly general audience, the Vatican said Monday. All that, and he didn't send a single tweet. He may never hit the 1 billion faithful that the Catholic Church counts around the globe, but he's expected to get 1 million followers by the end of the year.
Britain's Prince William and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, are expecting their first child after 19 months of marriage. The royal revelation, which followed months of tabloid speculation, came as Catherine was admitted to a central London hospital with acute morning sickness this morning. The child would be the next in the line for the British throne after William and will be the first grandchild for Prince Charles and the late Princess Diana.
Most popularly known as the executive producer and creator of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane is to appear on yet another late-night cartoon, The Simpsons. The 2 popular animated shows, of course, share a network, a knight and overweight patriarch that falls well shy of a role model, and a rivalry as they have playfully jabbed each other on screen over the years. Al Jean of the MacFarlane casting says, "We wanted to come together in a bipartisan way to make Fox Sunday Right rock."
Alrighty, we're going to take a final look at your forecast. Looking at tomorrow, starting off the day 8 a.m. if you got an early morning class, temperatures, look at this, are going to be in the mid-50s, and they're only going to get warmer throughout the day as temperatures rise up into the middle 60s. Unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, those warm temperatures aren't going to last too much longer as we see some showers arriving later in the day along with those cooler temperatures. So I hope you guys can enjoy the weather while you can. This is something we're not going to see very much in December.
Very true.
It's insane. I love it though. I'm loving the warm weather. Don't get me
there's
wrong.
always something interesting in Oswego, and the weather just goes to show that.
After the snow this weekend, I was more than surprised walking out this morning. I'm like, I don't even need these gloves and hat.
Yeah.
Wait till tomorrow. I'm not surprised if people will come out with shorts. I'm contemplating it. It's going to be pretty nice.
Now, what about the Pope having a Twitter?
That's so cool. 85, and he's on Twitter.
It doesn't surprise me now that the Dalai Lama already had a Twitter, and now the Pope has one. I mean, I don't know who's going to join next. It's hard to predict.
That's what I was just thinking. Who's going to be next?
You have to stay up with current technology, so he's doing
Very
just
true.
that. It's going to be interesting.
Awesome. And that'll do it with us for here at WTOP 10 News.
I'm Mark Kaplan.
I'm Mike Stallman.
I'm Cassandra Genoa.
And I'm Christopher Collins McNeil. Thanks for staying current. Good night.